All right, good morning, y'all. Well, today is kind of an exciting day. As a lot of you know, I can't hardly ever get any help up here. So I met these awesome people. I guess been following us for some time. And they just happened to ride down the road one day. They were looking for property and just happened to drive down my road. So I thought, okay, well, who is this strange people riding down my road? They turned around real slow, and I thought, oh, hell, here we go. So come to find out, again, they were subscribers, been watching this for a long time. And we sit and talk for a good while, and he said, I hear you ain't got no help around here. I said, nope. He said, well, I'm volunteering to help. I said, well, shoot, come on. So I told him, look, I got a spot. You can pull your camper up here if you want to help and stay for a while until you can find your forever place. Come on, help me out. He said, great. So where's he at? He's down here in the ditch already with a shovel this morning. I'm like, good Lord, son, you're killing me. But I love it. So anyway, I'm probably going to give you a quickie introduction because he is not one for being on camera much. So I'm just going to give you a quickie introduction. But anyway, what we're doing this morning is, a lot of you know I've been wanting to get power out here to this pole, right? So I can get my other camera up there and get it way up on the pole. Well, one of you awesome subscribers sent me the wire a while back, and I've just never had any help to do this. So this morning, that's what we're doing. So here we are. So we done got the backhoe out, and we've dug the hole all the way across the drive over here, and we've put a water line in here for it just in case. So we're gonna have a water over here as well, so you know, for watering grass and what have you like that out here, and for just to have another spigot on the property. So we're gonna have our outlet here, and that helps them out because their camper is gonna be parked. I'll show you the edge of the camper right there. Their camper is gonna be parked right there for a little while, and so this helps me and helps them. So I figure that's a win-win for both of us.
It's a win-win.
So it worked out pretty good. So we've already got the hole dug, and of course, yeah, I forgot to get the camera started when we started doing this, but at least we're getting her done. So I'm going to start burying this thing, and he's getting it kind of held down there so I can start burying it. And you know, and it's also a good thing because I had this giant root. When you came in the drive, this giant root ran right across here, and it was just kind of a major pain. It was a big hump and hard to deal with sometimes. So it worked out good that I got that out of there and all that. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And by the way, y'all, this is Roger.
Hey.
So again, we're going to get going on this and see if we can't get this buried and get her in here. So I'll bring you back. right. Well, that part is done. Now I just got to find my phone. And my phone fell off of there. Ah, there it is. All right, got the phone. So we got her buried. Got a little dirt in the road out there to smooth the road out, because you know, now I got this fancy car over here. You know, I got to have something smooth to ride on. So so anyway, I'm about to give Roger a tow truck lesson, and so Roger can play with tow truck when I'm not around. So I'll be back in a minute. Well, howdy y'all. Yeah, sorry, it's a bad hair day. Actually, I've been wearing a hat and it's kind of wet and dark and gloomy out here, and I just decided not to put the hat back on because I'm out here with the fire right at the moment, but giving the dogs a walk, you know. So you seen what we did yesterday. Got all that stuff done, buried over there. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to get any rock yesterday because I wanted to get those lines buried. And then I had my appointment this morning. So I drove down there, or up there I guess it is, and I think everything went pretty well. I think it all went pretty well at all. Very good. So I'm happy about that. The doc was pretty upset that it's taken them 40 years to do this. So anyway, we made it happen, and that's the important part. But she said it went real well. She goes, I don't see any reason why this shouldn't go through for you. I was like, all right, good deal, sweet. Well, but you got my arm shaking, you know, as she pressed on some nerves. She thought, sure enough, my shoulder was going to dislocate on her. And I'm like, damn, that's kind of scary. So I'm out here trying to, oops. I'm out here trying to burn some of those roots and stuff we dug up yesterday. I don't really have much paper to stick on, but I'm out here trying to do something with them. Y'all get a view of the clouds. How'd you like the clouds? So anyway, yeah, like I said, that went well yesterday. So I just thought I'd come out here and talk to y'all for a few minutes. I got chili in there cooking. And yes, for those of you that want to try it sometime, I call it my tin can chili. And hang on one second. Come here, girls. Come on. They're trying to wander out there in that field. But it's things are looking pretty sweet around here, y'all. Very sweet. Very sweet. So as you can see, we didn't get much rain. It didn't bring the pond up hardly at all, because it's just been a light rain. They you know, they were all talking about 2 to 3 inches and all that kind of stuff, but you know how that goes up here, right? Bunch of liars. But nothing's real muddy. It's like we got just enough to kind of dampen things up, but it's not muddy and sticking to my boots so far, so that's a good sign. But other than that, yeah, it's kind of a hibernation day, you know what I mean? It's cold out here. I say cold. For a lot of y'all, it's probably t-shirt weather, but for me, it's cold out here. So anyway, that's what I'm doing, just out here trying to get some of this stuff burnt down and see if I can get it burnt down anyway, and go from there. And I know that was messed up, wasn't it? Let me try this again. Well, howdy y'all. Well, you seen what we got done yesterday. That's why the video didn't get out, because I just didn't have enough footage to do it all and get everything going and have time to get it out. I was pretty nervous about my appointment today, so you know, that went pretty well actually. And the doc was a little freaked out when she grabbed a hold of my shoulder and heard my shoulder pop the way it does, and she thought sure it was going to dislocate on her. So she was like, oh my god, you all right? Yeah, I'm fine. So anyway, she said it went very well. Very, very cool doctor in my opinion. So she said everything should go very well with that. She was going to go ahead and do her report right away and get it out to them, send it over to them this afternoon, so that they could work on this and get this going as fast as possible. And I told her I had one more Sunday. She said, well, that's all right. She goes, they're gonna have my part today to just to make sure and go faster with it. I said, that's awesome. So I told her what was going on with my ears, and I told her that was the appointment I've got Sunday. And she says, oh my God, it's that bad, huh? I was like, oh yeah, you just don't even know how bad it is. I said, you know, it's pretty bad when I hear that ringing so loud that it wakes me up. You know what I mean? That I can't even sleep. Like I woke up at midnight last night, and then at 2 again this morning, and wasn't able to go back to sleep after 2. It got so loud. So anyway, hopefully everything finishes out well with that, and you know, they move fast on their end. So we'll see. I guess these people that take care of all these things, this Lidos, I guess they're pretty good about dealing with the vets and helping the vets out. So that's a good thing. So I'm just keep our fingers crossed. But as you seen, we got a lot done yesterday, and you know, like I said, I didn't get much shale. I didn't get any shale yesterday, but that's all right. I mean, it's there. It's not like I can't just go get it. But I wanted to get that part of that done before the rain hit, so we could start setting some other things up and keep going. So basically I'm hibernating today, y'all. So I mean, I got back here around, I guess it was 1 o'clock, 1:30, something like that. It only took a couple hours down there, and came in here, sat down for a little bit, chilled out, got my phone, work done. The new phone came in, and but now I've been having issues with it, and then it doesn't want to transfer all my data over, so I call them up and tell them about themselves, and then they wanted to charge me $2.60 just for talking to them. I was like, no. This is your screw up, not mine. So Metro, if you're listening, I hope you hate it, because you know, y'all did me wrong on that deal. So anyway, try to avoid Metro if you can. The only reason I'm with Metro up here right now, y'all, is because it's probably the best service up here as far as like getting service anyway. So you know, as soon as those new satellite phones come out, you can bet I'm going to be on board with that. Because these phone companies are getting too big for their britches, and they think they can just charge you for whatever anytime they want to, anytime or whatever they want to, and I'm done with that. You know, I fought with Sprint and AT&T for a long time. In fact, AT&T, y'all, I paid for the 2-year contract up front, bought 2 brand new phones, okay, paid cash for them, and what did they do? 2 months later, started sending me a $90 bill every month, saying that that was a phone acquisition fee, because I paid cash for the phones and bought the phones through them. That was the active acquisition fee, and expected me to pay $90 a month just because I bought the phones from them. And I was like, no, I paid your contract in full for the 2 years, so my bill is completely paid up for 2 years, and both my phones are paid for. Oh no, they argued with me about that. Argued with me. Finally, I told them to go have a nice day. So I should have sued them for the other $1,000 that they owed me, but you know, I didn't. I just let it go. So anyway, out here trying to get this fire going, and trying to make some chili. Like I said, cold, wet, nasty day like this, and it's supposed to be like this again tomorrow, only a little cooler. So I think it's just par for the course that we do chili day, right? And look how much better she's feeling. She is feeling so much better. That's Audie right there, yeah. She's back to playing again. So that's a good sign. Thank you all so much for helping me with that, because that just made my day. You know, saved her, saved my baby girl, and I'm real happy. So thank you again, y'all. And to the person that sent me the back massager and heater thing, man, you just don't even know how good that felt at 4 o'clock this morning. Because, you know, I woke up at 2 and just laid there in bed until 4 until I finally couldn't just take it no more. I finally just had to get up. So I got up, made coffee, and put that thing on. And it was about 60 degrees inside the barn, 58, something like that. But it was like 40 outside, so it felt really nice to have that on here. So thank you again for that. That really helped my back this morning. Bandy's like, I'm outside the fence and you're inside the fence. Get him, Bandy. Get him, Bandy. Bandy, Bandy, get him. She's just teasing him. Oh, Audie. Get her, Audie. Get her, Audie. So anyway, there's some puppy love for y'all. You tell him, Audie. That's right. Tell them all thank you. Say thank you for saving me. Yeah, yeah, good girl. So other than that, I think I'm gonna call it a day, y'all. I'm hoping I got enough video on here to get a video out for you today, because you know I didn't get one out yesterday, and just thought I'd show you around. And you know, it probably doesn't look that gloomy on the camera, but it's pretty gloomy out here. Man, we're just having a hard day. I will not be knowing what that's all about. I know y'all don't get to see me with my hair down too often anymore, so it's kind of funny. But anyway, y'all don't forget, like and subscribe. Go hug a vet, think a vet, and keep your smile, because you never know what kind of day that might make for somebody else, just having you smile at them. You know, this morning I was real nervous this morning, and a young lady smiled at me and told me have a great day and meant it, and you could tell she meant it, and it did. It made my day a lot better. So again, we'll see y'all tomorrow for the next great adventure. You never know what's going to happen on the Gemstead, because you never know. At Junktojems, you never know what kind of junk we're going to turn into a gem. See you soon.